Hello everyone, welcome to UPSC Digital Library. Welcome to the complete course on Physical Geography. Physical Geography के complete course में आप सभी का स्वागत है. Now those of you who have just started watching this complete course, जिन लोगों ने भी इस कोर्स को अभी देखना शुरू किया है, आई रिक्वेस्ट ऑल ऑफ यू, आप सभी से मेरा निवेदन है, प्लीज गो टू द फर्स्ट वीडियो इंट्रोडक्शन क्लास. इफ यू हैव नॉट वॉच्ड द इंट्रोडक्शन क्लास, अगर आप लोगों ने इंट्रोडक्शन क्लास नहीं देखी है, प्लीज गो एंड फर्स्ट वॉच दैट वीडियो, बिकॉज व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बी आवर स्ट्रेटेजी, व्हाट इज द सिलेबस of geography for UPSC examination, how we are going to tackle this subject, what is going to be my strategy topic wise, and at the same time what will be the resources. इन सभी चीजों पर अगर आपको बहुत ध्यान से समझना है, if you have to understand all these questions at a minute level, please go and watch that video and then you guys can proceed with this video. Welcome everyone, and we are going to start with our chapter 1, लैटिट्यूड्स, लॉन्गिट्यूड्स, इंटरनेशनल डेट लाइन एंड टाइम जोन्स. इस चैप्टर में हम बात करेंगे लैटिट्यूड्स और लॉन्गिट्यूड्स की, इंटरनेशनल डेट लाइन की और टाइम जोन्स की. अगले चैप्टर में हम बात करेंगे रोटेशन एंड रिवोल्यूशन की, सीजन्स कैसे होते हैं और डे लाइट सेविंग के बारे में. सो एनीवेज, लेट्स स्टार्ट दिस चैप्टर नाउ. Now, before we proceed further, let me explain you what is this sphere and hemisphere all about. आगे बढ़ने से पहले ही मैं आप लोगों को ये बता देता हूं कि sphere और hemisphere क्या होता है. Now, if you look at our Earth, the Earth is not a flat object, rather it is a sphere. Generally, people call it of geoid-like shape. Geoid means earth-like shape. Now, the peculiar feature about Earth is, Earth के बारे में जो सबसे बेहतरीन बात वो ये है कि ये एक स्फीयर तो है, मगर ये दोनों पोल्स पे, नॉर्थ और साउथ पोल पर थोड़ा सा चपटा है. इट इज स्लाइटली फ्लैटेंड एट द पोल्स, एट द नॉर्थ एंड साउथ पोल. एंड this though it is appearing to be a sphere, in real terms it is having geoid like shape. All right, hope this point is clear. Now, if we draw an imaginary line from the center of this sphere, which we call it, let's say, as a equator, so then our sphere will get divided into two parts. अगर हम इस sphere को दो भागों में divide कर देंगे, तो ऊपर और नीचे हमको दो hemisphere मिल जाएंगे. Hemi means half of a sphere. The upper one will be called as a northern hemisphere, and the southern part will be called as a southern hemisphere. Now, but the reality is that if you guys have looked here the earth looks straight, all right, but the reality is that the earth is tilted on its axis. We will look into the detail how much it is tilted, what causes seasons, how it rotates, how it revolves in the upcoming chapter. But right now this point should be clear कि earth सीधी नहीं है, it is tilted on its axis. So ideally earth should have been in this way, but earth is tilted. This point is clear through some angle which we will look into later on. All right. Now if I divide the earth from the equator into the upper and the lower part, the northern part will be called as the northern hemisphere, the southern part, the southern part will be called as the southern hemisphere. ऊपर वाला northern hemisphere हो जाएगा और नीचे वाला southern hemisphere. Now what are these two diagrams? अगर मैं सारे continents को draw करूं, if I try to draw the diagrams which are present in the northern hemisphere, so this is what we will get. We'll get Asia, we'll get Europe, we'll get the North Pole, obviously, we'll get a majority part of the Africa, we'll get the entire North America, we'll get some part of the Southern America. Same way, if we try to look at the Southern Hemisphere, now the entire Antarctica is in Southern Hemisphere, all right, a part of Africa, Australia, some part of Asia, and majority part of South America. So this is how you guys have to visualize. इस तरीके से आपको visualize करके geography को पढ़ना है. I hope this point is clear. Now it is not just that I can divide this entire earth by breaking it into two parts from the equator. ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं सिर्फ equator से imagine करके इसको दो part में divide कर सकता हूं. Now I could have also done it in this way. That means in vertically also I can divide it into two parts. This will look later on, मगर जिस पॉइंट से मैंने इसको डिवाइड किया है, this is known as prime meridian. अभी के लिए आप सिर्फ इतना समझ लें. Now this right side what you see, we will say that this is eastern hemisphere. और आपको इस प्राइम मेरिडियन के जो लेफ्ट साइड पे दिख रहा है, वी विल से दिस इज वेस्टर्न हेमिस्फीयर. एज ऑफ नाउ जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड दिस मच. एज दी स्लाइड्स विल प्रोसीड, जैसे जैसे हम इस वीडियो में आगे बढ़ते जाएंगे, आपको ये सारे कंसेप्ट अपने आप समझ में आने लगेंगे. Let's move on. Now the same thing if I have to draw in this map. Now understand. Now if let's say we will understand what are latitudes and longitudes. All right, for now, just for now, for a quick understanding, you can say that these are the latitudes and these are the longitudes. So when we draw these latitudes and longitudes, all right, in this structure, we call this as a grid. All right, so grid is an arrangement of latitudes and longitudes. I hope this point is clear. Now if let's see, if I look at the world map, ये world map है. So the equator divides this entire earth into northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Same way this prime meridian, which we will look into later on, जो हम अभी आगे पढ़ेंगे, that divides this earth into eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. So now you guys can easily make out, if somebody asks you that what are the countries, or let's say the continents, which lie in the northeastern hemisphere, so obviously you guys will be able to give an answers. And same goes with northwestern hemisphere, southwestern, and then southeastern. Hope this point is clear to all of you. Now let us understand what is latitude. अब हम समझते हैं कि latitude क्या है. हमको ये तो समझ में आ गया what is northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, eastern hemisphere, western hemisphere. Now let's understand what is latitude. If we talk about our earth, अगर हम अपनी अर्थ की बात करें, then what the geographers, जो जियोग्राफी को पढ़ते हैं उनको हम जियोग्राफर्स बोलते हैं, what they must have done is, first of all they must have imagined a line equator which must have cut this earth at the center part, and this makes up a circumference around this earth. Hope this point is clear. This is equator. Now all these lines also what you see, these also represents the latitude. We will understand how we designate them as latitude. हम इनको कैसे latitude बोलते हैं अभी हम समझते हैं. We will also look at the definition of latitude. हम latitude की definition भी देखेंगे. Now you guys must be thinking, in various books you must have read, आपने कई किताबों में ये पढ़ा होगा, that equator is at 0 degree latitude, or you will say 20 degree north latitude, 40 degree north latitude, 60 degree, 80 degree, and then to North Pole you say that it is 90 degree north latitude. Same way for South Pole you will say 90 degree south latitude. How come these degrees are coming up from 20, 40, 60, 80? ये कैसे आ रही हैं? हमको ये डिग्रीज कैसे मिल रही हैं? There must be some calculation behind it. There must be some science applied behind it. इसके पीछे क्या कर रहे हैं ना? Let's try to understand that. All right. Now imagine this is Earth. ये एक Earth है. This is equator. Now this is a point on the Earth जिसको हमको locate करना है. This point what I am talking about. Now let's say if I draw an imaginary line from the center of the Earth's equator to that point, यानी कि मैं बात कर रहा हूं इस लाइन की. Now the angle what that point is making to the equator, this angle what you see over here, this is known as the latitude of that point. I hope you guys are getting this point. अगर ये angle, if this angle comes out to be 60 degree, so I will say that the latitude of this point is 60 degree north latitude. Why? Because it is in the northern hemisphere. If over here I would have found out a point, I would have said 60 degree south latitude. I hope this makes sense. Same way, if let's say this is another point and this is one more point, so for this also I can say that this is also 60 degree north latitude. But what about this point? Now if I try to imagine a line, it might make 90 degree angle. No, it is not this way we calculate. You guys have to understand it from the scientific perspective. आपको इसको scientific तरीके से देखना पड़ेगा. Now look at this. What is this? This is a cone. All right. Imagine this is the center part of the equator, what I was talking about. So this is one point which is located here. This is another point, let's say, which is located here. And maybe this point is located here. But still, all these 3 points will be on the same circumference around the earth. I hope this point is clear. That is why all these 3 points will have the same latitude. That means when I will look at a same line which is parallel to the equator, all of them represents the same latitude, which would be 60° north in this case. I hope this makes sense. All right. So now if I try to take out a cross section of this earth, अगर मैं इस earth को बीच में से cut करूं and I try to imagine this, as you can see over here, here no angle is made. Equator is at 0° latitude. Now as the angle will keep on increasing, you guys will see that on the northern side you guys will find the latitude degrees, that is 15° north latitude, 30° north latitude. Same way you guys can calculate the angle and it goes on 30, 45, 60 up to here south pole, and this is the north pole. Now if you look at the north pole and look at it in comparison with the equator, अगर आप north pole को equator के साथ देखें, it makes a complete 90° angle. That is why we say it is 90° north latitude, and here we say it is 90° south latitude. Hope this makes sense. ये आपको समझ में आ रहा होगा. Now let us, once we have understood the core concepts of latitudes, हमको core concept समझ में आ गए हैं latitude के. Let us look at a few very important theory about this latitude. Now if we talk about the definition, अगर हम latitude के definition की बात करें, it is the angular distance of a place from the equator. Absolutely correct. If I talk about this place, so it is the angular distance from the equator. Yes, this is 15 degrees, and that is why if I have to locate this place, I will say it is located at 15° north latitude. Hope this makes sense. All the latitudes what you see, be it equator, be it these points, all right, all these points what you see, these are concentric circles. All right, these are all concentric circles. This will also complete one circle, this will also complete one circle. Even at the pole also, it could be represented by a dot. Dot also could be considered as a small circle. Hope that makes sense. So obviously equator will be the biggest latitude. Equator सबसे बड़ा circle होगा. This will be slightly smaller circle. This will be smaller, and then north and south pole will be the smallest ones. One more important thing, all the latitudes, ये सभी latitude आपस में parallel है. You guys can see all these latitudes are parallel to each other. That means they never intersect each other. Hope this makes sense. Now let's say this is equator. Now if I go 1° up, 1° more up, 1°, 2 degrees, 3 degrees, the change in the degrees in the latitude represents the change in the distance. So for example, if I am at 0° equator, and now let's say if I go at 10° north latitude, so 10 degrees would represent 10 into 111. This would be 1110 kilometers in the north. Hope this makes sense. This is very easy. आपको ये समझ में आ गया होगा. Let's continue further. Now, as we have understood the latitudes, so it is important for us to look at it from the exams perspective also. वो सब तो important है ही. Apart from that, you guys must know what are the countries and the continents through which the equator passes. So I request you guys to pause this video and then read this carefully. Sometimes the questions have been asked in the UPSC prelim examination, like Ecuador, Colombia, Brazil, Gabon, Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, Uganda, Kenya, Somalia, Maldives, Indonesia, Kiribati, all right, Sao Tome and Principe. So these are the countries through which equator passes. Hope this point is clear to all of you. Now let me also tell you about the countries through which Tropic of Cancer passes. Sir, can you please explain what is this Tropic of Cancer? You have not told what is Tropic of Cancer. You have not told what is Tropic of Capricorn. Don't worry, I will tell you that. All right. So as you can see here, Mexico, Bahamas, Western Sahara, Mauritania, Mali, Niger, Algeria, Libya, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Oman, UAE, India, obviously, and then here China, Bangladesh, Myanmar, all right, and then here I think some part of Taiwan, not sure, but these are the countries which pass through the Tropic of Cancer. Then let's have a look at Tropic of Capricorn also. Chile, Argentina, Paraguay, Brazil. All right, these are the countries of Southern America. Then Namibia, Botswana, South Africa, Mozambique, Madagascar. All right, so these are of this Africa continent, and then here Australia. So these are the countries through which the Tropic of Capricorn passes. Now, I told you, I will tell you about Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. Before that, let's understand one more important concept. हम एक और important concept समझते हैं, heat zones of Earth. All right. चलिए हम इसको समझते हैं. Imagine this is Sun and this is Earth. अगर Earth एक चपटा planet होती, if Earth would have been a flat object rather than being a circle, then what would have happened is now the sun rays come at the North Pole, at the South Pole, at the equator, all the different points on the earth would have received sunlight at the same time. सभी को एक साथ sunlight मिलती. But this is not the reality. We all know that. Now, if the earth would have been flat, all the points on the earth would have been equidistant from the sun. सभी के सभी point sun से equidistant होते, सभी बराबर दूरी पर होते sun से. But that is also not the reality. This is wrong. Reality is that earth is a sphere, or we can say geoid like shape. Thus what happens is not every point on the earth is equidistant from the sun. Now if you look at equator is near to the sun. Now if you look at here the North Pole, let me draw it in this way. All right. So this is the distance between sun and the equator, whereas this is the distance between sun and the North Pole. But then again, you guys can imagine that it is tilted. So this distance will be more. At sometimes this distance will be less. Hope this makes sense. But the important thing what has to be understood here, जो important चीज आपको समझनी है यहाँ पे, वो ये है कि इक्वेटर का डिस्टेंस जितना सन से दूर है उतना पोल्स का डिस्टेंस नहीं रहता है. एंड दैट इज व्हाई द सन विल टेक डिफरेंट अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम टू showcase its sunlight and heat over this Earth's surface. Second important point. And one more thing is, guys, I'm teaching you from NCERTs, I'm teaching you from GC Leong, I'm teaching you from Atlas. अगर आप मेरे सिर्फ वीडियो को देख लोगे, if you guys will watch only my videos, I can bet with you, it's an open challenge. You guys don't have to worry about reading NCERT, you guys don't have to worry about reading GC Leong, you guys don't have to worry about reading Atlas. फिर भी आप उनको रीड कर लेना जस्ट फॉर योर ओन सेटिस्फैक्शन, जस्ट फॉर योर ओन रिवीजन, क्योंकि वीडियो से बार बार रिवाइज करना इज नॉट वेरी इजी, वेयर एज यू कैन रिवाइज इजिली फ्रॉम द बुक्स. इफ यू लाइक दीज वीडियोज, यू गाइज कैन एनीवेज वॉच इट मल्टीपल टाइम्स. All right. And people say that NCERT is very, very helpful, very helpful. I can bet as far as geography is concerned, मैं जो वीडियोस बना रहा हूं, मेरे ये जो कंप्लीट कोर्स है फिजिकल ज्योग्राफी का, अगर आपको पूरे इंडिया में इससे सिंपल लैंग्वेज में, इफ यू गाइस फाइंड अ सिंपलर कोर्स ऑफ फिजिकल ज्योग्राफी एनीवेयर इन इंडिया और एनीवेयर इन एनी बुक, as far as strictly as far as the UPSC syllabus, you come to me, I will give you instant 10,000 rupees. It's a promise and a challenge. All right. So understand this here. This is a torch. ये एक torch है. Now if I try to project its light on a cardboard, if I project the light straight on a cardboard, it will make a small surface area. Whereas if the cardboard is slanted, cardboard अगर टेढ़ा है, then it will make a large surface area by the light which is being produced by the torch. Another important thing is, though this area covered is less, but here the brightness and the intensity of the light will be more. As the torch light will fall here on a straight surface, it will be brighter and it will cover a small area. यहाँ पर ज़्यादा heat produce होगी, though the area covered will be small. Over here, though the area covered is more, but the brightness will be less, the heat produced here will be less. I hope you all know that any bulb, whatever you're using, it will produce some heat. And over here, why I am giving you this example from the NCERT is because consider this is sun, torch is sun, and this is your earth's surface. Why? Why I'm giving you this example? अभी आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. You guys will understand it now. Compare this experiment with this example. Now over here, let's say there's sun whose sunlight is coming. Now it will strike directly onto the equator, whereas it will be slanting on towards the other regions of the earth. Equator के पास वो straight strike करेंगे, whereas बाकी regions में वो slant होंगे. As we will move towards the equator, towards the pole, the slanting effect will be more. The light will become more and more slanting. The area covered will be more, but the brightness or the heat effect will reduce. The heat effect will reduce as we will move towards the equator, towards the pole. And that is why, my dear friends, इसीलिए the countries which are near the equator have hotter temperature compared to these temperate regions. Here also there's an exception which we will study later on. But for now, just understand this much. Hope this makes sense. All right. So the area receiving the direct sunlight will be hotter. You can see this sun also, it's behind here, which is striking these lights. So the area receiving the direct sunlight, the equator part, this will be hotter compared to the area receiving the slanting sunlight. Hope this makes sense. Now, that is what I was talking about, the heat zones. As this region receives direct sunlight, all right, you remember the torch experiment? So this region will be heat surplus, and that is why this region is known as torrid zone, which receives high temperature. This region receives moderate sunlight from the sun, and this is known as temperate zone. यहाँ का temperature moderate होता है. This has moderate temperature. Arctic circle, which is in North Pole, is in Arctic circle, and over here South Pole it is in Antarctic circle. यहाँ पर बहुत ज्यादा slant होकर sunlight मिलती है. Over here the sun rays bend a lot and reach. They slant a lot, and that is why here the temperature is extremely less, and that is why Arctic circle and Antarctic circle, these are also known as frigid zones. Hope this point is clear. But sir, let's say if I have to draw this diagram in exam, this is looking like a globe. Can you make it slightly easy? Yes. Hope this diagram is now even simpler, whereas you guys can see this tropics. Tropics means this torrid zone. What you see over here, this is your equator, 23.5 degrees. This is Tropic of Cancer. What you see here, 66.5 degrees. Over here, what you see. Now this is the frigid zone, polar zone. Over here and over here, this region have temperate. These region temperate zones have moderate temperature. यहाँ पर moderate temperature होता है, यहाँ पर हाई टेम्परेचर होता है, और यहाँ पर बर्फ जमी होती है, बहुत ठंडा टेम्परेचर होता है, वेरी कोल्ड. होप दिस पॉइंट इज क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू. नाउ वंस वी हैव कवर्ड द लैटिट्यूड्स, वी हैव अंडरस्टूड द हीट बजट. नाउ लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आर लॉन्गिट्यूड्स. लॉन्गिट्यूड्स क्या होते हैं? नाउ अर्लियर वी सॉ द हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइंस एंड देन वी सेड दीज आर लैटिट्यूड्स. सो इफ यू लुक एट दीज लाइंस, ऑलराइट, दीज आर द लॉन्गिट्यूड्स. But if I talk about the latitude, अगर मैं latitude की बात करूं, so that time this center point of the equator was acting as a reference, if you guys remember that, with which we were making angles and we were identifying what will be the measurement of the corresponding latitudes. मतलब हम center point of the equator के basis पे बाकी latitude की degrees calculate कर रहे थे. All right, and I also told you कि हर एक एक डिग्री लैटिट्यूड शिफ्ट में there's a difference of 111 kilometers. All right, so यहाँ से हम लोग distance calculate कर रहे थे. Now if I talk about longitudes, all right, which among them is the reference point? So this one longitude is considered to be as the reference point. This red one, what you see over here in UK, there's a Greenwich in Greenwich, there's a laboratory which is considered to be as the prime meridian. This is the standard or the reference. This is considered as 0 degree longitude. Now, whatever angular distance you guys will consider here, or this one, or this one, you guys will start giving them the degree values. Hope this makes sense. So now if I bifurcate this globe, as you guys can see, this is prime meridian. So this is 0 degree, our reference point. This makes 15 degree angle with the prime meridian. So this is 15 degree. This is 30. Now, if you guys remember, I told you it is not just about the north and the south hemisphere. All right. I also told you in a sphere, we will also talk about eastern and western hemisphere. So here I will say 15 degree east longitude, 30 degree east longitude, 15 degree west longitude, 30 degree west longitude. And same way, if we will go up till here, if you guys remember and have used protector, from 0 degrees it will go up to 180 degrees. Same way, if you will guys will come back here, it will make 360 degrees. So 0 degrees up till here 180 degrees, and over here also if you go it will make 180 degrees. इधर से भी 180 डिग्री, इधर से भी 180 डिग्री. Both 180 degree east and 180 degree west coincide at the same point. This is 165 degree east longitude. This is 165 degree west longitude, and 180 degree east and west both coincides at the same point. Hope this makes sense. So what is this longitude all about? Longitude is the angular distance of a place from the prime meridian. Absolutely correct. This is the prime meridian. All right, this part is the prime meridian. Whatever angular distance we are calculating, जो भी हम angular distance ले रहे हैं, ये सारे from the prime meridian as reference, these angular distance, this is defined as the longitude of that place. इनको हम meridians भी कहते हैं. We call them as meridians also. Now, if you guys remember, latitudes were parallel to each other, but longitudes are not parallel to each other. The gap between the longitudes is maximum at the equator. It keeps getting reduced as we go up or down. Longitudes के बीच का gap कम होता जाता है till we reach North Pole or South Pole. If you guys look here at North Pole and South Pole, all the longitudes actually meet. That means the difference of longitude is maximum at equator and 0 degree at poles. All right, at 0 at poles, because all the longitudes will intersect at the North Pole and 0. So if let's say somebody asks you, what is the difference between prime meridian and international dateline? We'll talk about international dateline, which is at 180 degree east longitude और 180 degree west longitude. यानी कि ये जो 180 डिग्री दिख रहा है just behind the prime meridian over here, this is known as international dateline. We'll talk about it in detail, don't worry. So what I'm trying to say is, though there's a huge gap looking between the prime meridian, this longitude, and the international dateline longitude, but both of them meet at North Pole and at South Pole. Hope this makes sense. Very, very important thing. We all know, we'll anyways talk about rotation and revolution in the next chapter. हम rotation और revolution के बारे में अगले chapter में पढ़ेंगे. But we all know that the earth rotates 360 degree in 24 hours. It spins on its own axis. वो अपनी axis पे rotate करता है और same point पे वापस आ जाता है after 24 hours. You guys all know this way. So let's say if the earth starts rotating from here, after 24 hours, it will complete 360 degree. This is a protector, 180 degrees. This is also one protector, 180 degree. Total is 360 degrees. So Earth rotates 360 degree in 24 hours. So if I try to divide 360 degrees by 24 hours, I will get 15 degrees. That means in 1 hour, Earth travels 15 degrees. So after every 1 hour, Earth is rotating by 15 degrees. Hope this point is clear. All right, so let me give you guys an example. Let's say if I talk about 30 degree east longitude, and let's say I talk about 45 degree east longitude. All right, if I'm talking about east longitude, that means I'm talking about this region. This is the eastern hemisphere. This is the western hemisphere. Hope you guys are understanding this. If let's say time over here is 12 p.m. So what will be the time over here? It will be 1 p.m. Why? Because the difference is 15 degrees. All right. And 1 hour is equal to 15 degrees. If there's a difference of 15 degrees, so the time difference will be 1 hour. Sir, why the time is 1 p.m.? Why not the time is 11 a.m.? Don't worry, we'll come back to this also. We'll understand this. All right, don't worry. All right. Now, if I go further down, all right, in 1 hour, I told you there are 15 degrees. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, right? So if I divide 16 by these 15 degrees, I will get 4 degrees as answer in 1 minute, because now I have converted this hour into minute. So I can say 1 minute is equal to 4 degrees. Hope this makes sense. So now if I say 30 degree east longitude, and if I say 31 degree east longitude, so the time difference between both these longitudes, all right, will be how much? Come on, guys. So let's say this is 34 degrees, all right. So in 4 degrees, the time difference will be 1 minute. Now it makes it this example becomes even more easier. Is this clear to all of you? All right. Now this prime meridian about which I was talking about, this one which you see, this is also known as 0 degree. I told you it is also known as Greenwich meridian because Greenwich laboratory is in UK. This is considered as a reference point. All right. इंटरनेशनल डेट लाइन इसी के जस्ट पीछे, जस्ट बिहाइंड इट एट 180 डिग्री ईस्ट लॉन्गिट्यूड और 180 डिग्री वेस्ट लॉन्गिट्यूड. फ्रॉम हियर इफ यू विल गो इट विल बी ईस्ट, फ्रॉम हियर इफ यू विल गो इट विल बी वेस्ट. 180 डिग्री ईस्ट और वेस्ट दे कोइंसाइड, ऑलराइट, एंड दिस इज नोन एज इंटरनेशनल डेट लाइन. मतलब यहां से दिन चेंज हो जाता है. फ्रॉम हियर द डेट चेंजेस. विल लुक इनटू इट इन डिटेल. Alright, so as we have looked into the longitude perspective, at least this much you guys must know that this prime meridian, which is 0 degree longitude, what are the countries passing through it? United Kingdom, France, Spain, Algeria, Mali, Burkina, Ghana, and Togo. Hope this makes sense. Now let us understand what is international dateline. अब हम समझते हैं कि ये international dateline क्या है. Alright. If you guys remember, I showed this figure long back that we can not just cut the earth in this way, we can also cut it into this part. This is the eastern hemisphere and this is the western hemisphere. जिस point से मैंने cut किया है, this front part, this is the prime meridian, what you see. Behind this globe, whatever will be the back side, that is the international dateline. Just behind the prime meridian, 180 degrees apart from both sides. So, this is the prime meridian. इन यूके ग्रीनविच मेरिडियन इफ यू कैन सी, ये अफ्रीका से होके भी ये प्राइम मेरिडियन पास हो रहा है. ऑलराइट, जस्ट बिहाइंड ऑफ इट, इसी के जस्ट पीछे यू गाइज विल सी दिस इज द इंटरनेशनल डेट लाइन. सर दिस प्राइम मेरिडियन लाइन इज स्ट्रेट. ये प्राइम मेरिडियन लाइन तो सीधी है. व्हाई दिस इंटरनेशनल डेट लाइन इज zigzag? व्हाई इट इज नॉट अ स्ट्रेट लाइन? इट इज बिकॉज फ्रॉम हियर द डेट चेंजेस. यहां पर डेट चेंज हो जाती है. हियर देयर विल बी another date, here there will be another date. So that is why what the geographers they have done is they want that this international imaginary date line should pass through water. इसके बीच में जहां पर भी आइलैंड्स आ रहे हैं उनके हम लोगों ने उसके साइड से उसको निकाल दिया है. We have gone through the corners of the islands which were coming in between the international date line. Why? Let's say this is an island. Let me give you guys an example. This is an island. Let's say if international date line passes this way. Now half of the island will have a different date. Half of the island will have a different date. It will be very, very difficult for administrative purpose. That is why it has been bent. That is why international date line passes through the water and not through the land to avoid inconvenience. Hope this makes sense. Alright, so let's start now with time zones. And there are a few concepts of international dateline also that also we'll look into this. So this diagram I have taken from the NCERT book. Alright, so now let's understand this. Over here, what you see, alright, this line what you see, this is the prime meridian or the Greenwich meridian line, alright, England, from where it passes. From here, if I look towards this side, this is the eastern hemisphere. If I look towards this side, this is the western hemisphere. This we have already discussed. We all know in India we say that the time is plus 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of Greenwich meridian time. मतलब हम लोग इस GMT time, ये जो prime meridian है उससे ahead बात कर रहे हैं. In the eastern hemisphere we add the time. Alright, we are ahead of it. On the western side, we are behind of it. So let's say if I talk about India, 5.5 hours over here. So let's say over here, if the time is, let's say 12 p.m. in England right now. So in India, the right now time will be 5:30 p.m. because you have to add the time. This is ahead and this is behind. So let's say if I take example of this of America. So over here, as this is 4 hours behind, so over here the time will be 8 a.m. Hope this also makes sense. All right. Now, as far as this international date line is concerned, all right, once you come from here to here or from here to here, there's a change of date. यहाँ पर date change हो जाती है. All right. Let's look here. Now this part what you see here. All right. This is Alaska. Alaska is the 50th state of America. And this part what you see here, if you guys look from here, and then anyways this earth is a globe. So this corner and this corner are touching each other. All right. So this is Russia and this is also Russia. All right. This is ahead. Why? Because in the eastern hemisphere we are ahead. Up till here we are ahead, and then there's a change of date. Let's say here the date is 1st of September. All right. So here the date will be 31st of August. Understand it in this way. All right. Let us talk about Indian Standard Time now. हम Indian Standard Time के बारे में बात करते हैं. Now you see the Indian longitudinal extent is from 68 degree east to 97 degree east longitude. All right. But the time difference between this and this is roughly 1.5 hours. So it will be very difficult. Then what could be the best solution? सही solution क्या हो सकता है? What the government did was they have considered this Indian Standard Time passing through Allahabad, Naini, Allahabad to be our Indian Standard Time. So our Indian Standard Time is 82.5 degree east. Let us try to calculate something. All right. If you guys will try to calculate this, I have told you 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes. All right. So if you guys will multiply 82.5 into 4, it will come as 5 hours and 30 minutes. This is what? इतना ही समय हम आ गए. This is the time what we are ahead of Greenwich Meridian time. Hope this makes sense. But then there is one problem also. Let me explain that problem. Now there's a difference of 1 hour 45 minutes, 1 hour 30 minutes roughly between this Gujarat and this Assam. The problem what is happening here is there's a huge time difference over here. During the Britishers' time, they had a different time for Assam, which was known as Chai Bagan time. All right. So let's say right now, if it is 9 p.m. in India, especially for Assam, they had a time by which they had the time known as 10 p.m. वो एक घंटा आगे होता था. What is the benefit? The benefit is that when in the India it is 5 a.m. in Assam it will be 6 a.m. All right. So it will be easy for them to administer their time for doing their agricultural works क्योंकि time difference बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहा है. But due to administrative reasons, the government has rejected this Chai Bagan time and we are following only one standard time. हम एक ही standard time को मानते हैं. But then this is always in the news because whosoever becomes the chief minister of Assam, they promise to the people that we will issue this Chai Bagan time. Even the Department of Science and Technology, they studied about it in 2008, but then they said that India is not having that much infrastructure as of now. It will be very difficult if we will have two time zones. अगर एक ही देश में in the same country we will have two different times, it will become difficult to administer. All right, but this does not means इसका ये मतलब नहीं है that a country cannot have more than one time zones. For example, France has 12 time zones. All right. Russia and USA have 11 time zones. In some books you will find USA, it says 5 time zones, 9 time zones. The accurate one is 11 time zones. Hope this makes sense. Now let's try to understand what are the resources through which you guys can revise. Wait a second. There are a few MCQ questions also for practice. So please stay on to this video for some more time. इस वीडियो को देखने के बाद आप क्लास 6 एनसीईआरटी न्यू एनसीईआरटी के चैप्टर 2 ग्लोब को पढ़ सकते हैं, ऑलराइट, which is about latitudes and longitudes. You guys can open World Atlas. You guys can identify different latitudes and longitudes and countries through which these latitudes and longitudes are passing. You guys can open GC Leong book. The part 1 is physical geography. In that chapter 1, chapter 1 is a big chapter. Don't study everything. From the middle part, there's a topic latitude. From there, you guys can study the second half of the first chapter. Hope this makes sense. Let's practice some questions for UPSC prelims. Consider the following statements regarding latitudes and longitudes. Longitudes are angular distance of a place from the equator. Latitudes are angular distance of a place from the prime meridian. Choose the incorrect statement. Only one, only two, both one and two, none of the above. You can pause this video and write your answer, and then you can play it. Alright, so the right answer here is both 1 and 2. Sir, why? Because it was asked to choose the incorrect statement. Longitude is the angular distance of a place from the prime meridian and latitude is the angular distance of a place from the equator. This has been written opposite. That means this is also wrong. This is also wrong. What are the incorrect statements? Both 1 and 2 are the incorrect statements. So the right answer is C. Hope this makes sense. Next question. Consider the following statements regarding the standard time zones. Every country calculates its standard meridian as the angular distance from the Greenwich meridian. Every country has only one standard meridian time. Indian standard time is 5.5 hours ahead of Greenwich meridian time. Which of the following statements are correct? Only one, only two, 1, 2 and 3, 1 and 3. You can pause and tick your answer. Alright, so the correct answer is 1 and 3. Every country calculates its time from the Greenwich meridian. Absolutely correct. From that UK, from that Greenwich prime meridian, every angular distance is being calculated, and based on that every country will define their standard meridian. This is correct. Every country has only one standard meridian. Wrong. USA has more than one, France has more than one, Russia has more than one. This is wrong. India is 5.5 hours ahead of Greenwich time. Yes, because we are in the eastern hemisphere and we are at 82 degree 5 degree east longitude. So 1 and 3 are correct, and thus D is the right answer. Third question. If it is 10 a.m. Indian Standard Time, then what will be the local time at Shillong on 92 degrees east longitude? This was asked in UPSC Prelims 1999. Please pause this video and tick the answer. Alright. So the right answer is 10:38 a.m. अच्छा चलिए मैं इसको एक्सप्लेन करता हूं और एक और इंपॉर्टेंट चीज हम समझते हैं. आपको ये चीज पता है that roughly from around 68 to 91, 92. Alright, this is the extent of India. When we'll go from left to right, the time will increase. Why? Because over here we have Greenwich meridian time, which is let's say 0. If we will come here, here it will be 5.5 hours. यहाँ कुछ और होगा, यहाँ कम होगा. We are talking about 92 degree. अगर आपको इसका आंसर नहीं भी पता था, so India's time is at 82 degree 5 minute east longitude, right? ये तो उससे आगे है. So if it is 10 a.m., obviously the answer has to be ahead of 10 a.m. This cannot be the answer. This cannot be the answer. अगर तुक्का भी मारना था, if you guys had to do a calculated guess also, you guys could have selected among any of these two. But let us understand how we came to this answer. The Indian Standard Time is 82 degree 5 minutes east longitude. This is the standard time. And based on this time, the time is 10 a.m. All right. And we are being told to calculate the time at 92 degree east longitude, the local time. All right. Let us ignore this for some time, this 0.5. From 82 to 92, this is 10 degrees. All right. We know that 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes. So 10 degree will be 40 minutes. All right. But I told you that we have ignored this half a minute. All right. So let us again include this half. We have to subtract now, because it is not 92 minus 82. It is actually 92 minus 82.5. All right. So the difference is 9.5. So 9.5 into 4, if you guys will calculate this, all right, if you guys will do this calculation, it will come as 38 minutes. All right. If 1 degree is 4 minutes, half degree, 0.5 degree will be 2 minutes. This 0.5, 2 minutes you have to subtract from 40 minutes. So 40 minus 2 will be 38. And this 92 is ahead of Indian Standard Time because we are going towards the right side. Remember that. That is why 10 a.m. plus 38 minutes will be 10:38 a.m. as the right answer. Through which of the following group of countries thus equator passes? This was asked in UPSC Prelims 2006. You can pause the video and write your answer. Alright, so the right answer is Colombia, Kenya and Indonesia. Brazil is also there, but Malaysia is the wrong option. So this and this cannot be the right answer. Again, Ethiopia is not, so this also gets eliminated. If you guys want to look at it, you guys can again have a look over here. You guys will understand that Colombia, Kenya, Indonesia, and hence B is the right answer. If you guys like this video, please do subscribe, like, comment and tell me whether you liked or not, and please do share with your friends. If you know your friends who cannot afford coaching fees, please bring them to our UPSC Digital Library platform so that they can prepare for absolutely free of cost, and money should never become a barrier to your success. Thank you everybody for watching. God bless you.